Hey, you, listen, Tamika here. This is how special you are. I've been in meetings out of state, and I pulled over on the side of the highway because I wanted to ask you a question. The question that I have for you is, what is in your hand? Now, this is a follow-up to yesterday, which was, is it possible that it's you that's causing the delay in your success and causing the delay in you walking in your purpose, right? But I want to ask you this question. What is in your hand? So the reason why I'm asking that, I'm not asking that to be super deep. I'm not asking that, for any reason other than to have you question yourself. Because God asked me that question today, right? Oftentimes when we are in some type of a rut, whether it's a financial rut, an emotional rut, a spiritual rut, we're looking to people to fix it. You know what I mean? We look to others to fix it. So when we look to other people to solve whatever our issue is, maybe if it's a financial thing, we're like, God, where can I work part-time? Or maybe I should get 2 or 3 jobs, in order to make ends meet. If it's an emotional thing, we look to people, whether that is a sexual thing or whether that is leeching onto people and creating soul ties. Listen, a soul tie is not always a sexual thing. Sometimes you can have a soul tie with a friend when it becomes unhealthy and you feel like you can't even move. It's a codependent relationship. And so because we feel lonely, we attach ourselves to people that we shouldn't attach ourselves to because they make us feel good and they make us feel present. When it is a spiritual thing, sometimes we hop from church to church to church searching for something. And sometimes only God can fill what is necessary. And sometimes God has already given us everything. So sometimes God has already given us the means to be able to fulfill the empty spaces of our life, right? So let's say you are looking for a financial blessing. Has God given you some type of a talent or a gift that you are able to make money, right? Are you a hairstylist and you haven't been doing hair? Maybe you're a graphic designer. Have you not been doing that? You know what I mean? There are so many things that God does. Are you a personal trainer, right? Well, those are things that you can use to make money. When it comes to an emotional issue, do you need to separate yourself from people, places, and things that are causing you heartache? That's something that is in your hands. That is something that you can control. If it is a spiritual thing, sometimes you need to shut things down, and it needs to just be between you and your Father to understand what the issue. So I got to get off the highway. Well, I need to get back on the highway so I can you get what I'm saying, right? But what I wanted to do is stop taking the power away from God. I am guilty of it. I think all of us have been guilty of it. Stop taking away his power and begin to give the power back to God so he can then be able to give you strategy and direction on how to fill the void in your life. If you keep trying to fill those voids with things that should not be there, what's going to happen is you're going to be full of heaviness. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you have a bucket and what is supposed to go in a bucket is supposed to be just regular dirt with no moisture in it, that's a certain weight. But if you pour a wet soil into a bucket, it's going to be 10 times heavier. And if God is saying that is not what I want you to do, then you need to figure out what it is that God wants you to do. So give it back over to God and focus on what he has in your